So today you got the Two of Pentacles, which means that you're focusing too much on one thing in your life and not balancing your time or your energy into the multiple aspects of your life. So maybe you're putting too much time into work, but you're still leaving out your family or love or whatever. And it just means that you need to balance your time a little bit more right now. So I already pulled the first card from the deck, and you got card number 18. It says inner beauty, self-love, romantic feelings, and falling in love. So maybe for some of you, you're losing yourself in love, but for others, it's kind of like you're not giving yourself the amount of self-love that you need because you're focused too much on something that's taking your energy. Maybe you're not devoting your time enough to yourself. Maybe you're focusing too much on work and working too hard and not letting yourself relax. If this is about you devoting too much time to love, then maybe your friends are not, they're getting the short end of the stick here. Or maybe you're not devoting your time to them or your family enough, and they're feeling left out. So, whatever this is, there's a need for you to balance this. So, please make sure that you do that. And let me just pull a few more cards to get more information about this. Your first card here is the Records. It says, remember why you came, be bold, and legacy. So definitely I'm getting like the vibes that this is more about a soul contract. And I think you've had lessons from your guides and what you're supposed to do. And your guides are telling you, remember why you're doing what you're doing. And make sure that you're doing it in a way that they taught you, that's in the light, and that's good for you. So please remember to stay true to your teachings and don't let any negativity in, or don't let any negative habit in as well, because what you're doing is basically a negative habit. And your guides are kind of like, we've taught you better than that. Let me pull another card here. You got the card Boundary Stones. This is negotiations, contracts, and communication. So basically what I just mentioned here, a soul contract kind of came up here, but also negotiations and communication came up, and they needing to set boundaries. So maybe you need to put more boundaries within your life, because what you're doing is basically taking that energy away from you. So if you're not having boundaries with yourself about working too much or putting too much effort into one thing, then that's all that's consuming you. That's all your life is, when in reality, your life is so much more. There's so many different relationships that you have. There's so many different things that you can do. Like, are you just devoting yourself to one thing? Are you not focusing enough on the stuff that makes you happy as well? Or what deserves your attention and what deserves your love that you're not giving enough to? So definitely ask yourself these questions, and you really need to put up boundaries with yourself. Maybe devote a certain amount of time per day on whatever you're working on, but then try to balance out the rest of the time with other things that are just as important, like your family or your friends or other loved ones. So let me pull one more card just to close out this reading. You got the card Soul Agreement, Soul Mission, Soul Plan, and Life Purpose. So definitely something about soul contracts are coming up. It's like the third time I've kind of mentioned this. The first time it was pretty much just me saying it, and I got a double confirmation with the cards here. So whatever you're working on is part of your soul mission, your soul contract. But I think it's also important in your soul contract for you to learn how to devote time for yourself as well, and how to balance those two so that they are in equilibrium to each other. So please make sure that you're balancing your time and energy, because that is so important for you right now. Good job in whatever you're working on, but definitely take the time for yourself as well, because those two need to be balanced for things to work out. But that is it for you. I hope this reading helped you in some way. Please don't forget to follow, like, and comment, and I hope to see you in the next one.